extreme. Mad love to the end.
Are you serious? Like, you really pressing up on me?
Hello, and I am reviewing the book Shattered Peace by K.R. Bankston, right? And this is the first book that I read by him, so I didn't know what to expect. But I will say the book did not disappoint. At first, it was hard for me to get into the book because I was like, I don't know. I was a little judgy at first with the book. I will tell you guys that. And the reason why I was, because I was like, is this about to be one of those like preachy, come be religious books? Like the whole, don't get me wrong, I like a book with a message. I think the reason why I had like an apprehension at first to really be able to get excited about the book, because I was like, is this going to be one of them books with men that are like, hey, queen, this and that, queen, oh, the highest power, this and that, queen? Because in my experience, 1 second you queen, and the next second after they don't like what you saying, you a bitch. So that's why I'm like, here we go. But I will be the first to admit I was wrong, right? Because it wasn't like that. The main character, her name is Tatiana. And Tatiana, to me, she's relatable. I feel like I can relate to her in the sense that she's not like, it's not like she's atheist, but at the same time, she's like, please don't shove your religion down your throat. Like, I respect the fact that's what you believe, but I don't really want to be, I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to be preached about it. I don't want you to preach to me about it all the time. Every conversation we have, I don't want to hear about it. So I understand where she's coming from. So I felt like she was relatable, right? So I feel bad for her because she has like these really bad nightmares, and it's because of something that she went through when she was younger. She was trying to find the most simple way to explain it. I will say, I will put a trigger warning out there. If you do not like to read books where there's like violence, or there's books like involving like rape or molestation or like child abuse, I would really be hesitant to read it for the simple fact of like, I wouldn't want it to like trigger your anxiety or PTSD or your depression or whatever. It's not like it's like deep, like in your face, like, but I just would rather put the trigger warning out there for people. But she was basically like molested. That's the best. There's no basically, she was molested. And of course, I hate to say of course, but it was by a pastor. He calls himself a pastor, but really he's anything but a man of God, right? And the problem is, I feel bad for her because I feel like her parents, time after time after time, let her down. And her mother, like, it's not even that her mother just let her down. Her mother had a pure hatred for her. Like, it was so clear that her mom, she felt anything but love for her. And it was so sad because it's just like, I understand what it's like to kind of want that closeness, like with like a parent or with your mom, and you're just like, how come, why isn't this happening? So I felt for her. I felt like Tatiana was very relatable. So one day she's coming out of her house or her apartment, right? And she ends up running into this guy. And his name, right? First, he's like, oh, I hated it how he introduced himself at first. But first he's sitting here and he's introducing himself as, let me see what he has said. I want to say he had called himself Infinite Knowledge or something like that. And she was like, girl, well, she didn't say girl, bye. But basically, she was like, boy, bye, what's your real name? And his real name is Jaden, right? So Jaden is the reason why I was like, this might be one of them preachy books. But I did come to like Jaden until a certain point. Now, Jaden seems like a good guy off rip. It's not that necessarily Jaden is a bad guy. It's just when Jaden gets basically robbed while he's with his friend, one of the guys that are like a part of like their like religious group, when he gets robbed by a young man named Sharif that he knows, instead of turning Sharif in and telling the police, look, I know this person, I know who did it, he is so in the mindset of, oh, let me save him, let me talk to him because I'm like his mentor and this and that. And it's like, to me, that annoyed the hell out of me, because it's just like, he just killed your friend. That whole I'm your mentor, that goes out the window to me. So I became extremely annoyed with Jaden, because I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I just couldn't agree. I didn't agree with him. But it made me like the book, because I'm just like, it wasn't one of those books where I'm just like, I'm able to predict what's happening. I thought that his subconscious and his like religious views or morals or whatever, I thought that would have made him turn in the boy off rip, because of the fact that you're lying to the police by saying, I don't have more information for you, when you actually do have more information. It's just stupid to me. It's just stupid, because it's like, you clearly can't save the boy. He's already involved in what he's involved in. And Sharif was dating Naima, right? And at first their little relationship was cute, but it's just like, to me, this is the second strike. For me, it's the second strike. Jaden wasn't aware that Sharif was pressuring Naima to have sex with him. He was saying that he was a god and she was his earth, and he needed to she needed to allow him to have sex with her, or to have sex with him. And it's just like, to me, like, that type of crap is so damn creepy and preyish. Like, stuff like that just doesn't sit with me the right way. Because I will never understand if someone's telling you, I don't want to be sexually active with you. I don't know. My mind works like most people, in the sense of, I don't understand how you're still aroused and still wanting to touch me if I'm telling you I'm really not into this. But some people, they can still stay up. They can still be aroused. They can be excited. They're ready. They become angry with the fact that you still don't want to. And that's exactly how Sharif is. So Sharif, in my book, his ass was a done deal within the first 4 or 5 chapters. I didn't like him. Now back to this pastor, right? This pastor that is terrorizing the hell out of Tatiana. Not only did he abuse her and mistreat her as a teen, a child, he tried to groom her into becoming like this. He has a wife, but he tries to almost groom her into becoming like his woman, almost like from a young age. And he's telling her, oh, it's not a sin, it's not wrong, because we love each other and we're into each other and this and that. And it's just like, again, it's gross. And it's something that I was happy to see in the book. Not necessarily happy, but I was glad that it was being talked about, because I feel like we don't necessarily talk about it enough. Like, I understand the Me Too movement is out, but I feel like this should be more of a discussion, because I don't feel like we should be in 2019 and we're still having the conversation of that. People are being silenced and told that it's okay to be taken advantage of by these pastors, these mentors, these leaders. And it's just like, I felt so bad for Tatiana, because she couldn't even talk to her family about it. She can't tell her mom, because her mom is like already accusing her of doing stuff that she wasn't doing. Like, her mom had found her with condoms, and it was something else, and she's truly trying to explain to her mom, like, look, like, it wasn't mine, it was my friend's. But her mom is calling her like every type of like name that you don't want to be called. Like, she's sitting here saying that she has a demon in her. And the dad annoyed me too. Her father annoyed me. I can't stand a passive man. An overly passive man, I cannot stand that type. Especially when you're a father, you're a husband. I hate that type in books. I hate that type in real life, because I don't understand how you call yourself the man of the household and you're just letting wild shit go down. I don't understand how you can call yourself the man of the household and you're letting your kids be mistreated by your wife, your girlfriend, whoever. I will never understand that. So, as you guys can tell, I am passionate about the book. I would give this book a 5-star rating. This book is not a quick read. You're not going to finish it in one day. Please don't try to finish it in one day, because you're just going to rush through and you're going to miss parts that are important. I love Tatiana. I really do. I love Tatiana. She's relatable. So, 5-star rating book. Not a quick read. I feel like it had more than 200 pages. Check out K.R. Bengtson. I want to say, I know for a fact he has a Facebook. This book is not on Kindle Unlimited, so you will have to buy this book. You can download it on Amazon, though. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, but I know for a fact it's not on Kindle Unlimited. So let me know what you guys think after you read the book, and I will see you guys later. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because why would you not want to come hang out with me at least once a week? So I'm out.
Now available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited.